I'm assuming at some point there probably was some bullying
Yeah, but
towards you.
I got kindergarten. There was like some older kids at my kindergarten, and I think I somehow I had a girl in my class, and her brother would bully me, but he was held back a year, so he was in our grade. He would bully me, but I was friends with her, and he was small, but he would like always try and fight me because I think I was friends with his sister. But then him and I became friends, so like that kind of deaded that, and I think we became friends because some other guy was bullying both of us. So we teamed up on that guy and fucked him off, and like I don't know, I think we jumped him or something, and then we became friends by taking down that other bully. So that cured everything in first grade or in kindergarten. But then when I went to first grade, they had way more kids. Like it was like first through sixth. I think my kindergarten was like first, second, and kindergarten or something. You never see the sixth graders, but in first grade it was me and the sixth graders would pick on me thinking I was just a dumb sixth grader because I was so big. So they're like 5 years ahead of me, and they would all like. Remember one day I went to school with this boat that my cousin made. She made like this little wooden boat, and she gave it to me for like a class project. She just gave it to me because it was like, she didn't want it. I was like, I'll take the boat because I was a dumb fat kid. I took the boat to school for show and tell, and I was at the bus stop, and these sixth graders are all like calling me fat and calling me Curly Sue because I had big curly hair. And then Curly Sue, and they take the boat and they like stomp the boat out and break the boat. And I run home crying. My dad's like, "What the hell are you doing missing your bus?" I was like, "I got picked on by kids." And he was like, "Ah, fuck. Okay, let me figure out who's like the worst kid." And I was like, "Yeah, da, 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 he lives right here." And he's like, "Okay." He took me to the kid's house. He knocked on the door, told the kid to get his dad. The dad came to the door. My dad said, "Your kid is a sixth grader picking on my first grade kid. Him and his friends are picking on my kid. If you don't deal with your son and tell him to tell his friends to leave my kid alone, I'm going to come here and I'm going to kick your fucking ass." And they looked at the kid and said, "Don't think because you're a kid that accidents won't happen." And then we left, and like I never got picked on again.
All right. So at that point, what kind of crowd were you in? Were you like a popular guy, or were you like just in a group of?
I was still pretty dumb for the first couple of years. I think they were kept trying to hold me back. My first grade teacher sucked. My second grade teacher sucked. Then my third grade teacher was like a hippie, and she encouraged like my art and stuff. And I would do art, and I drew like this stupid dragon or something when I was in third grade, and it won an award. And she like marched me back to my second grade teacher that was trying to hold me back, and she like showed off in front of the second grade teacher, and she was like, "See, you just didn't know how to teach him. He's a genius. He's a brilliant little genius." And like so, like I got like a small amount of confidence out of that, and I rode that pretty much the rest of my life. And just every year I'd get more and more loved. I became a little hustler. I would like fucking win POGs from kids. Like we had a fucking POG ring going, and I would collect all these slammers. I'd win off these kids, and I'd have hundreds of slammers, and I'd sell them for money. I got into magic cards and all types of other fucking card games and shit and POGs. And I would win all this shit. I would trade for all these crazy cards. I had this small little like hustler empire. I remember I got my first Game Boy from this kid that starred in this Saved by the Bell like type show that came out. He was like the little brother in a show called California Dreams. He went to my school, and he always had dope shit because he was on TV, and he wanted slammers, but his parents like didn't get him slammers. So I traded him a stack of fucking POGs for my first Game Boy. I was always like lit up with cool shit because of that. And I think for the rest of my elementary school career, I was like top dog, and I was confident. And then I went to middle school, and it was a whole new group of people. And the first year, I was seventh grade was the first year, and then eighth grade. But the eighth graders, the first year like came to fuck with me like on a like a hazing thing, and I just played along with it, and they started laughing. So like, they just said, "Okay, your hazing is to come and fucking haze everybody else in your class." So I just helped them like fuck with kids, and then so I immediately got in good with the eighth graders, and that carried me through high school. I was just kind of like, just like a little rascal, little bully rascal.